Hi everybody, welcome back. It's probably been a month, but welcome back to MorganSankofaPoetryReadings. Today I'm going to be reading Nate Marshall's Finna and a couple of poems for you. So stay tuned and I hope that you enjoy this reading today. So I highlighted a couple of poems and I am going to get started with Only Boy. When I was 6, my grandmother gave me a single dollar for pushing a girl to the concrete during double dutch. The girl, nameless now, in my head, was a head taller and 3 years older, and believed my face looked best streaked red by the clothes wire. When KK babysat us as toddlers, she would sling my tough hair into small puffs with her barrette balls. Mama asked her why. In the 7th grade, I dry humped high school girls to juke mixes and basements as unfinished as I. My reason for being at those parties was to chaperone a sister, 10 months my senior. I never knew the business end of a curfew. Took the city by train anywhere I could imagine. Mama told me to be home by the time I was alive. Still young and praying over a rare family dinner, my voice cracks through the uncertain absolution. We all hold hands, mine no bigger than theirs. As a baby, I didn't start talking until late. My sister suggested I go to a special doctor to inspect my head to see where the language had gone. All my sisters huddle into the car to go together. Girls' night. I watch them leave. I hold a book in front of my face. I did not talk much. I say little now, and I mean with my whole self in public. I'm whipped with jump rope, or I am pushing. Only Boy. The next one I'm going to read is Ode to Vacation. Oh, vacation, you are a word I know the meaning of, but don't know. When I was young, there was the lone family trip to a water park in Wisconsin. In college, there was the week we had in South Carolina with my best friend's family. We went on plantation tours to see the beautiful gardens, and all I could see was blood and flowers. I still wonder who keeps ground on those plots now, though I bet I can guess. Vacation. We met again in Guatemala. I asked not to, but we are here with an ex-love because the flights were paid and the trip planned. On the plane home, she got an upgrade to first class and had me sit next to her since the seat was empty, though I was still coach. 45 minutes into the flight, they checked my ticket and I got moved back where I belonged. Vacation. I don't get you, or rather I don't give you the time, and I don't take the time off. It's my lineage, dear vacation. I'm from 2 jobs at minimum, and retiring only to turn the house into a home business. The story goes that more than one of my relations used to visit dope houses in their work uniforms. And maybe the high is also an occupation. Vacation. I have tax forms and under the table work falling out of my head like hair. I haven't seen a week of mine end since I was at least 18. Vacation, you don't lie, and I don't lie down for much of anything these days. This one I really liked is called Slave Grammar. And it looks like I'm being visited by a friend. Slave Grammar. This not proper, this people. This a failing school. Meet a magnet program. Trick question. They can. This no question. This answer ancestral. This be habitual. This the dirty words lined up in the baddest fits. this, that, bad meaning. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Whole time I'm bending the language like a bow. Every arrow is spinning itself. A new sharp tip. A whole time I'm writing this down. It's obsoleting itself. Whole time we talking, we ain't got no dictionary. We guessing the spelling, we deciphering the phrases. Though our slurs we slurring like we ain't sure until we murmur a sure vow. Whole time we blur the whole thing. We make shambles of their standards. We stand on them in fashion and abolition in diction. My mother's hands would moisturize my face from jaw inward. The days she had too much in her hands, when what needed to come through did or didn't show. She still shone, still made smooth her every rough edge, heel to brow, hugged my temples with slick hands, as if to say, son, be mine. As if to say, this I give you. As if to say, we are people, color of good oak, but we will not burn. We survive every fire without becoming ash. And I think that's all that I'm going to read for today. I did want to read the praise for Finna and about the author. A little bit of what Morgan Parker said, who wrote Magical Negro and There Are More Beautiful Things Than Beyonce. She wrote, Nate Marshall's inventive and intimate second collection is a marvel, refreshingly feminist, enchantingly complicated, and black as hell. Marshall is a genius of observation and observance, highly sensitive, highly silly, and with jaw-dropping range. And, man, I had never heard of Nate Marshall until I found him at my local library. And I was pleasantly surprised. I've been reading his poems for a couple hours tonight, and I like it. I like the book. I like the whole book. I haven't really read a poem that I didn't like yet, so. But to introduce you to Nate Marshall, he is an award-winning author, editor, poet, playwright, performer, educator, speaker, and rapper. His book, Wild Hundreds, was honored with the Black Caucus of the American Library Association Literary Award for Best Poetry and the Great Lakes College Association New Writers Award. He is an editor of the Breakbeats Poets, New American Poetry in the Age of Hip Hop. Marshall is a member of the Dark Noise Collective and co-directs Crescendo Literary with Eve L. Ewing. He is an assistant professor of English at Colorado College. Nate was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. He holds an MFA in creative writing from the University of Michigan's Helen Zell Writers Program and a BA in English and African American Diaspora Studies from Vanderbilt University. Marshall has received fellowships from Cave Camen, the Poetry Foundation, and the University of Michigan. And NateMarshall.com is his website. So I just wanted to come here with a couple of poems to read tonight. And just give a little nudge to support your local library. My only advice to anyone, I feel like, is just to read. Reading is really important. Not only the knowledge that you're getting from reading, but also the space to be on your own, and physically reading is an act of self-care to me. Being a person that lives as like a highly sensitive person in a world that is very overstimulating. So I just want to encourage people to get a library card and just do a little bit more reading, because you learn a lot about yourself, and when you take the time out to read. So with that being said, I'm going through a transition in my life right now, which is all good. Going to school, going to continue to go to school, so my backdrop will start to look a little different soon, very soon actually. And I treasure this space to get to know poets through the books that I read, and I also treasure all the comments that I get from people that I've never met, probably will never meet, and but all of them I completely receive, and it's extremely a blessing, and it really encourages me to continue to move forward and grow as I grow with this YouTube channel, and learning from others, learning from all of our past, especially our past as Black Americans and Black people living in this world. So, anyhow, thank you for supporting the video for today, and if you stayed all the way until now, you're a real one. All right. All right. Well, everyone, have a good rest of your weekend, and it's Sunday tomorrow.